Well, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Football Friday is upon us. September 30th, 2022. 413 Sports Talk 449. How you doing? Raheem Escalai here. Good to have you with me. Good to be here. We are in beautiful Forest Park again as the series continues. We're really just talking Western Mass sports and baseball today. So, without further ado, let's go. But it is Football Friday, so we're going to start with football. Thursday Night Football, Bengals 27, Dolphins 15. Miami is 3-1. They scored only a field goal in the second half. Tua is hurt again. I have no information on how long or the exact name of the injury or what's going on, but if you watched last night, you saw it. You weren't just skimming like me or flipping between a movie and football. But nevertheless, Tua is out, and when I get more details into that, I will post it as soon as possible. So make sure you're looking out for that. And now, Cincy, they're 2-2. Joe Burrow was 20 of 31, 287 yards, 2 touchdowns. Didn't get a hit as much as I thought, as much as he did in the first 3 games. But so the offensive line looked a little bit better last night. After all that money that they spent on them, they should. And this guy shouldn't be picking himself up off the ground. You know what I mean? Honestly. Anyway, so on to Western Mass sports. Here we freaking go. One second, sorry, I just had to check and make sure everything was correct. Alright, yeah. So here is everything. Last night, though, we had Thursday Night Football in Western Mass, and Taconic beat Ludlow 34-0. Taconic is now 2-2. Ludlow's 0-4. Sorry, Lions. I thought y'all were gonna win. I gave y'all as much blessings and good luck as I could. I guess you needed more. Oh man, I love this morning weather. Anyway, Western Mass Sports Football Friday preview goes down now. We have 1-2 Pathfinder at the 0-3 Smith Volk Vikings. That goes down at 6. The other contest at 6 is between the 1-2 Putnam Beavers. They are at the 0-3 Pittsfield Generals. 6 p.m. for that kickoff as well. I like Putnam beating Commerce. Wanted Commerce to win, but I like the way that they handled that game. And I believe Putnam is at 500 at the end of today. I believe Putnam goes on the road to beat the Generals. The Generals will fall to 0-4. I don't see them beating this Putnam team. Last 3 games, there's Putnam. Pittsfield has failed to score 10 points, too. So that's another little tidbit for you guys. Next game, we have 1-2 Minnetonka at 0-3 Chicopee Comp at 7 p.m. Falcons lost 2 in a row. In their last 2 games, they've been outscored in such contests, 64-7. So Chicopee Comp got a little something to work with there. Minnetonka's probably going to beat the shit out of them, though. Just saying. Number 2-1, they're 2-1. The Northampton Blue Devils are at the West Springfield Terriers, who have a record of 1-2. Another 7 p.m. kickoff. West Springfield hasn't beaten Northampton since 2019. No real reason to believe that they will win tonight, but hey, you never know. 2-0 Drury. They're also the Blue Devils, I believe, at McCann Tech. McCann Tech is 0-2. This game starts at 7. Drury High School is the number 4 passing offense and the number 3 scoring offense. They've been throwing a party so far, and let's see if that continues. I think Drury wins this one, and they win this one very big. Now on to the Long Meadow Lancers. They are 1-2. They take on the number 1 Central Golden Eagles with a record of 2-1 at 7 p.m. Central won the last 2 meetings 49-0 and most recently 54-13. No reason to think that that's going to be any different today. 2-1 Mayhar at 1-2 Franklin Tech, 7 p.m. Mayhar is a top 10 offense for the very first time in school history, and I believe they will notch a 3rd victory under their belt. Number 2-0 should be at 0-3 South Hadley. This looks like the Pacers are going to take it, honestly. But I will be even more honest and let you know that Chicopee hasn't won a game in this rivalry since 2015. Wow. Long time. And now for our 413 Sports Talk Game of the Week. We have the 3-0 East Longmeadow Spartans. They're ranked number 3, at the 3-0 Wacona Warriors, who are ranked number 2. This game kicks off at 7 p.m. Good luck to the East Longmeadow Spartans and all of those, all the football players, the underclassmen I met at senior day last year. My favorites on that team, like Connor Robidoux, one of my guys right there. This guy's a freaking athlete. Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. And look forward to sitting down with you at some point this season, buddy. So let's make it happen. Anyway, that's the game of the week. 413 Sports Talk. The only matchup of 2 top 3 teams this season so far. Moving on, number 2-1 Frontier at the 1-1 Lee. At Lee. Lee has the youngest secondary in Western Mass. Frontier hasn't scored much. They're not really a passing team. This is really a team that's predicated on running the ball and then cleaning up with good defense afterwards. I think this is a low-scoring game, but I love my Red Hawks to get to 3-1 today, so they're going to win this one 21-5. 21-7, I'm sorry. That's 5, wow. And then 1-1 Commerce at Belchertown, 2-1. The Red Raiders haven't won a head-to-head game in this rivalry since 2011, and unfortunately, Belchertown is just a little bit better than the Commerce Red Raiders right now. 2-1 Amherst Hurricanes at the number 5 Agawam Brownies. This was definitely the second game of the week for sure. The Amherst Hurricanes are coming off of a victory. The Brownies, though, however, are the number 1 defense in Western Massachusetts and shut out a team last week 47-0. So they get it done on both sides of the ball. And I don't think that the Brownies are going to struggle in this one at all. And then finally, we have the 0-3 Athol Bears at the 2-1 Greenfield Green Wave at 7. Athol hasn't won a game since November 25th, 2021. Since they've been outscored 120-26. And that does it for the Football Friday preview. If you got a family member playing, suiting up today, or as a coach, make sure you go out there and support them. This is Western Mass. Even though it's the birthplace of basketball in Springfield, you know how we love our football, especially our high school football. So, let's continue the show. Oh, there's more? I had a couple more games, guys. I'm sorry. I was going to get right into the scores. 1-2 East Hampton at 1-2 Hoosick. Hoosick won last 2 meetings with the stingy defense, outscoring the Eagles 58-8. Hoosick's going to win again and even their record at 500. 2-0-1 Westfield Bombers at the 1-2 Holyoke Purple Knights. A year ago today, the Bombers won 54-7. It was actually October 2nd, so it's a couple days, but this was the same game last year. Same week last year. Anyway, yeah, so that is it. Now let's move on to Western Mass Sports scores. We start with boys golf. Belchertown 20.5, Palmer 3.5. Quabog 176, Ware 186, and Hampshire 14.5, Pioneer Valley 9.5. On to soccer, we have Wacona 6, Mount Everett 2, Munson 5, Southwick 0, and East Hampton 2, Mayhar 1. Belchertown 6, Amherst 1, South Hadley 3, Lennox nothing, Central 4, Chicopee 0, Ludlow 5, Westside 0, Northampton and Hampshire tie at 2, Agawam and Minnetonka tie at 1, and then Comp over Holyoke 7-1. Wow, still more scores. I'm going a little too fast, I guess. Longmeadow over East Longmeadow 3-2, and Taconic over Westfield Tech 6-3. Now on to girls' side of things. Girls field hockey. East Longmeadow and Belchertown tie at 0. Mayhar over Franklin Tech 8-0. Pioneer Valley over Hampshire 2-0. And that concludes field hockey scores. Soccer, Ethel over Pathfinder 5-2. Smith Oak over Commerce 9-1. Franklin Tech 8, Duggan 0. Smith Academy 2, Greenfield 1. Ludlow and Westfield tie at 1, and then Munson over Westside 1-0. Now on to volleyball. Mohawk over Mayhar 3-1. Chog over Comp 3-0. Belchertown over Springfield International Charter Bulldogs 3-1. East Hampton over Greenfield 3-0. Southwick over Hampton Charter School of Science East 3-0. Holyoke 3, Mount Everett 0. Frontier 3, South Hadley 0. In Lennox over Mount Anthony Union, you guessed it, 3-0 as well. And that concludes episode 449 of 413 Sports Talk. Thank you for your continued support of the show. Thank you for continuing to watch the episodes and interact with the posts. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support as well, seeing us over there on YouTube. I see that some of you are starting to go up, so it's a step in the right direction. As again, we got football today, so make sure you get out and watch some of that high school football. It's going to be good. And what else do I have? Nothing really. Good luck. Get those tickets in for college football tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? It's kind of probably going to be your deadline. And we will be having our 450th episode on Sunday. It's going to be Power Ranking Sunday. That's what we're calling it. Girls side, boys side, every sport's ranked. These are non-arguable rankings made by somebody who truly knows what they see and has been going to games repeatedly. I've been to not to each and every game, but the sports that I've ranked, I've been to at least 2 or 3 contests this year. The school has just started, so all the competition has to get their game up. But I will see you guys on Sunday for episode 450 of 413 Sports Talk. I am in Forest Park again. This is the 3rd video in our Forest Park series. I believe we'll be back here Sunday as well, but maybe in the later afternoon. Not too sure yet. Enjoy the day. Be safe, be healthy, and we'll see you Sunday.